Morning, everybody. Welcome to Spelling Lesson 4. Today, our learning objective is to investigate, spell, and read words with silent letters. So, some of the words in fact, all of the words on your spelling lists this week have a silent letter in them. Okay, sometimes we call these a digraph because it's two letters that are making one sound, and sometimes we call them a silent letter because it's usually one sound being made and the other letter is silent. Okay, so some of them you're already aware of, and some of them you might not have come across before. Okay, so our success criteria today is just to be able to read and understand your spelling words, because I think there might be some that we not sure of what they mean today. And then we would also like to be able to read, spell, and understand our spelling words. Okay, so let's get started. You will need your whiteboards and your pens with you today, so I hope you've got them ready. Okay, so first of all, let's have a little discussion. Read the words in your spelling group and discuss with your friends what they all mean, okay? So I'm just going to put a minute on the clock here, and I just want you to have a little talk with your friends just to make sure that you know all of them, exactly what they do mean, okay? Very important. There's no point being able to spell a word if you cannot understand what it means, because you want to be able to use it in your work. Okay, so 1 minute discussion with your partners. Just have a look at your word list, either A, B, or C, and see if you know what these words mean. Okay, excellent. Well done. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look at a few of them that you might not know what they are. But if there is a word on your list that I don't go through today and you are not sure what it means, write it on your whiteboard and be sure to ask your teacher what the word means. Okay, let's have a look here. I'm going to start with rap. Over here, this is the word rap. Okay, this is not a rap song. This is not going to be done by Kanye West. This is when you wrap something up. So be sure to wrap up warm when it's cold outside. You might wrap your chicken in cling film before you put it in the fridge. Okay? So that is that kind of wrap. So if you wrap something up, or a chicken sandwich wrap. Okay, let's have a look over here. So numb, dumb and numb and crumb and plum and thumb. These are all rhyming words here. So numb, if you are numb, that means you have no feeling. So you might say that somebody is numb because they're not feeling a certain emotion. You might say my hand has gone numb because you might have sat on it and you can't feel it. Okay, so numb means no feeling. Okay, crumb, if there's a little bit of your bread, you have a bread crumb, you dropped it on the floor, there will be a crumb on the floor. And a plum is a small fruit, a little bit like an apricot or a nectarine. Okay, and thumb is on your hand. Okay, let's have a look at some of these over here. So debt. If you are in debt to somebody, it means you owe them something. Sometimes we talk about debt as in money. We might say that I owe you a debt. If you saved somebody's life, we might say you are in debt to them. If you give me 100 dirhams and before I pay it back to you, I am in debt to you. Okay? So calming here, that's just something calming when we do our yoga before we go to our GCSEs. It's about relaxing, and it's the opposite of being hyper. So we are calming down. Okay, and chemist is the last one I will read for you. Chemist. A chemist is similar to a pharmacy as a building, or a chemist could be a person that deals with chemicals, that mixes things together, mixes medicines together to try to find solutions to problems. So that is a chemist. It can either be a shop like a pharmacy, or a person that deals with medicines and mixing chemicals together. Okay, so those are your spelling words. Remember, if there are any more you don't know, ask your teacher just what they mean. Okay, right, so now we're going to do some writing. So I've got some of the silent words here. We've got GN. It's normally the G that is silent. Here it's the K that is silent. With the WH, it's the H that's silent. And with the MB, it's the B that is silent. So it's normally M. And this one is usually found at the end of a word. All right, guys, I'm going to give you one more minute, okay? And what I want you to do is just write one word that you know for each of these. It could be some of your spelling words, or it could be another word that you've learnt maybe last week. So just 1 minute, 4 words is all you have to write. If you do get finished, then you can go back and write another word for each sound. Okay, there we go. I hope you have written some words there. All right, we're just going to refer back to our spelling word list. If you are in group A, you will see here there are lots of the WH sound. You could have written any of these, when, where, what, why, or who. We've also got whale and wheat over here. Okay, moving back again. For the KN, for the N, so you could have had no, knows, known. We also know knight, as in a knight of the realm. Knife and knee are ones you could have had here. For the WH there, we talked about these ones, you could have had those. And MB is normally at the end of a word, so our rhyming words here. Dumb, numb, crumb, plum, and thumb. Any of those you could have used, okay? BT is usually at the end of a word here as well. So if you have a silent letter with the B and the T, it's usually found at the end of a word. Okay, and GN we had a look at last week. We had gnome, we had gnat. So any of those from last week, if you got them right. If you're not sure of the spelling, just check with your teacher. Okay? Right, so we have got some pictures of some of the words on your list here. I want all of us to have a go at these ones. Now, you have got a clue in that all of them have the silent letter in them somewhere, okay? So we have over here a whale. This is a whale. And we have salmon. Unfortunately, this one's not in the sea anymore. Here we have a thumb, we have a rhino, and we have wheat. Okay, so 5 words. You already know that some of them have the missing word, so just try to find them and write those words correctly. Okay, I'm going to give you another minute on the clock, just 1 minute to write the 5 words. Okay, off you go. There you go, that's your minute up. I hope you've had time to write all 5 of those words. Let's have a look at them. Okay, let's have a look at the spellings. Right, the first one over here is whale. There we go. So the silent letter is the H here, and we have a split digraph here, whale. There we go. Okay, so this one, if we were spelling it out using our sound buttons, this would be ale, whale. Okay, salmon. All right, let's have a look at salmon. Okay, so salmon is it's the L that is the silent word here, because otherwise it would be salmon, but it has a silent L in it. When you say the name salmon, you often sound the L, but when we're talking about the fish, L is the silent word there. Okay, let's move on to thumb. Here we go, thumb. Okay, so again, if we were sounding out, we would have Okay, so is the sound and B is the silent letter there. B is the silent letter. Okay, let's have a go at rhino. I hope you're doing well so far. Rhino. Okay, so rhino here we wouldn't sound out anyway, but it's the H that is the silent letter here, making this a digraph. So the H is silent and it's making the sound, rhino. Well done if you got that one correct. And last of all, this is wheat. This is wheat that we use to make bread. Okay, and again, it is the H here, which is the silent word. So this would be eat, wheat, okay, with the WH making a digraph. So it's the H that is silent here. Okay, guys, if you got 3 of these correct, you can have 1 tick on your whiteboard to be a dojo later. If you got 4 or 5 correct, you can have 2 ticks, because these are the only dojos I've given out in this video today. So 3 correct, you get 1 tick on your whiteboard, which is equal to 1 dojo. And if you get 5 correct, you get 2 ticks on your board, which is equal to 2 dojos. Well done, everybody. Okay, I'm going to leave you. You have a couple of minutes now with your spelling words. I want you to look at them. Do look, say, cover, right, check with just your set of words. Group C in particular, because you have lots of different silent letters. So try to identify what the silent letter is in each word. Everybody have a look at your words and do look, say, cover, right, check. Just for a few minutes to make sure you're absolutely sure there's no surprising in your spelling words. And I'm going to say goodbye. Okay, goodbye.